Okay, still doing a little bit of testing. I think we might be good. We'll see. I don't think there's any lag or anything. Hello, hello, check one, check two. Just doing a little bit more testing. I'm trying to set everything up. Hopefully there's no lag or anything. It doesn't look like there is. Need to just test a couple more things, and then I think we can get into a video. We have one pretty big video planned. I'm really excited for this one. Not so much excited for running the Temple of Chaos, but the aftermath. Some of the loot we got, I think we can have a little bit of fun with, using some Oval orbs and whatnot. But I think everything is set. I just don't want the quality to deteriorate or something, like mid-recording, because that would be a hassle. So let me just check one more thing. Maybe it's fine. Again, this is just, it's a little test stream. Alright, so the first video planned for today is a loot video from 25 Temples of Chaos, and, tradition dictates that we have to do the final run together. So I would like to formally apologize to everyone tuning in who has to see a Temple of Chaos be run, or a Trial of Chaos be run. But the loot afterwards, I am so excited for this. We're going to have a little bit of fun, I think. So let me see. I guess we're ready. I have 2 fragments in my inventory. We have the inscribed ultimatum, all of the belts that I've been picking up during these 25 runs. We will be chancing these, of course. And I think it's time. Let me check one more thing. Definitely need a little bit more testing, but I would like to just get into a video, so yeah, I guess we're good for now. All right. Oh, give me 1 second. Need to check one more thing. There we go. I'm just doing some stuff on my other monitor real quick. Setting up chat so I can hopefully close... Let me just move a couple things around. You can't see this, but things are being moved around. Okay, I need to try one more thing. If I close this window... A bingo card for 0.5? A couple months ago, or like a month ago, or maybe like 2 months ago, I did make my 0.5 wish list. So, a couple things on my bingo card. I want rarity removed from gear. I hope they just full send monster effectiveness. They kind of like, they tested it with the temple with monster effectiveness, but just getting rarity on gear, on like, non-unique gear. So like on your helmet, on your rings, on your amulet. I would like those modifier slots freed up. I would also like temple to go core. Balanced, of course. It cannot be spitting out 250 divines per hour for some people. And, yeah, I want to delve. There's a whole bunch of things that I want. But that's... Well, we can talk about that later. Am I still live on YouTube? Can someone just send out a chat on YouTube real quick? I don't... Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. So, whew. I think we are ready, because this Temple of Chaos run, it is going to take like maybe like 15 minutes. I am going to have to yap through it a little bit, but the loot afterwards. And then I think we'll get into a Valling Monday video. So 2 videos planned for today. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, give me a moment. I need... Okay. Whew. See, when I make a video, I edit all of this needless yapping out, but since you're here live, you kind of have to watch it all. I'm sorry. Hey everyone, and... No, I don't like that. Hey everyone, and welcome to another loot video. Today we have loot from 25 Trials of Chaos. I've kind of ranted about this content in the past. I don't think it's very good, but I did manage to get through 24 runs. And, as is tradition, we will do the final run together. We're not doing the entire thing. Of course, I will edit out most of it. But I think we can get into this. Trial of Chaos, the 25th Temple of Chaos, or whatever this is called. We have the inscribed ultimatum, and if you didn't know, the inscribed ultimatums, they tell you which fragment piece you get from them. So I'm running the ones that give us the victorious fates, and then in my inventory I have 1 deadly fate and 1 cowardly fate, and that will allow me to fight the final boss. So we can pop this in here. I also have all of the belts that I picked up during these past 24 runs. We will of course be chancing those. And let the fun begin. The Trial of Chaos run number 25. And so the first room, I believe, is always the same. Ooh, monsters have 40% resistances, thank you very much. I'm using Rakiata's Flow, so monster resistances are inverted, so that is a big damage increase for me. The first room, I've noticed, is always the same. It's always eliminate all monsters, and I believe the second room is always the timed, like, minute 30-second survival. So we can just go in here. We have 10 rooms to get through. The first room is done. So I guess I can yap a little bit of a story. I did plan on running these Temples of Chaos a couple months ago, and I got 5 runs in, and then I stopped. So my first 2 runs, they were fine, no issues whatsoever, and then my third run, I disconnected on wave 7 or 8, like right at the end, and I lost all of my progress, which was very annoying. And then on my 4th run, I died to the shade, that thing that if it hits you 7 times, you just fail the trial instantly. I was like watching YouTube on my second monitor. This content is pretty easy, it doesn't require your full attention. So I did manage to die to the shade, and that was again like on wave 8 or 9 right at the end. And then on my 5th run, I made it all the way to the Trial Master, and he one-hit me. And that was the end. No more trials for me. I sold all of my fragments. I had purchased like 40 of each, like just upfront, because I was planning to do 50 runs. So after those 3 failed runs, I'm just like, nah, I'm out of here. I did manage to make a little bit of profit though, selling those fragments, because they did go up in price. And this timed trial, it is so bad. I have been yapping through this one, but unlike the trials of the Sekamas, where when you defeat a rare enemy and the time decreases, nah, not in the Temple of Chaos. You have to survive for the entire minute 30 seconds. And all of these mechanics, like just everything about this is slow, just riding the elevators, running between zones, the escorting the statue, like there are just so many like hard time gates. And we have Shroud Walker. That's just going to be annoying for this challenge specifically. We will take off the Headhunter. And now we get to escort this, and look at how fast it's moving. Blink and you will miss it. But overall, like, while the trials are pretty boring, and this content just isn't very good in my opinion, it is easy. I feel like this is accessible to most builds because there are so many time gates. Like, yes, at the very high end, if you're blinking around with the Temporalis, you will be able to get through maybe like 5 runs an hour. But even on like the low end, if you deal decent damage, I mean, each run should only take like 15 minutes. Like, there shouldn't be like a huge discrepancy between like the top 1% of runners and the maybe like bottom 10%, just because there are so many like hard time gates. So I mean, it has that going for it. And, of course, we can talk a little bit about the loot. I am just doing a little bit of yapping now. We're pretty much just going to watch the first, like, I guess 4 rooms, and then I'll just, like, edit out all of the other rooms once I'm done yapping. But as for loot, there is one big money drop, and that is the Adorned. We will talk about that a little bit later. The drop rate to get one is, I believe, a 1 in 50. So hopefully we can get one of those, so hopefully we can get one this run. That would make me very happy. And oh, right here, the Stalking Shade. See, this is what I die to in that story that I just told. Let's see, 50% less area of effect and projectile speed. with my twisters, that is not a good combo. What wave are we on? Did we just take down the boss? I'm not even paying attention. I think we just took down the first boss, so we're on wave 5. And it's also important to note that depending on the oh, well, I don't have any inscribed ultimatums on me, but depending on the inscribed ultimatums you use, I believe the boss order is always the same. So if you're struggling with a boss, like, you could do inscribed ultimatums that have that boss at wave 4. So you don't have to worry about getting a boss that you struggle with on wave 10 and risk losing a run. We are already on wave 6. I think we are kind of flying through this. Waves 4, 7, and 10 are boss waves, and we can just, like, get through those in, like, 10 seconds. But yeah, like... Alright, I guess that's pretty much it for what I wanted to talk about. And then... yeah, some of the mechanics are slow, like following the statue. Yeah, there's just so many hard time gates, and then we have to also invest in the fragments. So if you don't get that big money drop, you are going to lose currency. Actually, I guess I could mention that. And then, for running the Temples of Chaos, again, I have 2 Deadly Fates, or 2 Fate fragments in my inventory. Each one of these are currently 40 Divines. So running the Temple of Chaos is pretty expensive, so if you don't hit that Adorned drop, if you don't hit the big money drop, you are going to lose currency, because the input cost is fairly high. And then combine that with the 1 in 50 drop rate for that money drop, it gets a little expensive. Of course, because the fragments are so valuable, if you can get to room 10 in like 10-15 minutes, if you can farm 4 or 5 of these Deadly Fates an hour, this could be a couple hundred divines an hour, and again, it's not super difficult. There's maybe a couple modifiers you have to watch out for, but if you have just a couple 100,000 DPS, I mean, the bosses only have like 1,000,000 HP. So we have just a couple rooms left, and then we can get into the loot. And I'm excited mainly for the tribal masks, because I just want to vol those. How come no Abyssal Lich Twister? I have no idea. Is Abyssal Lich, is that a Deadeye Ascendancy? Or is that the Amazon one? Maybe I could try something new. Oh, something else that I found out. If you're doing, well, I guess any room, these Rings of Doom, if we run over to, like, this pedestal, this Ring of Doom is going to explode. But if you stand on this pedestal, the Rings of Doom will not spawn. Nor will heart tethers. Like, nothing spawns on these pedestals. So, if you're doing this room specifically, where you just have to survive for 1 minute and 30 seconds, you can just stand on this elevator, and a number of negative, like, mechanics will not activate. So Rings of Doom and Heart Tethers don't spawn on this. I think maybe Lightning Runes also don't spawn. And then if I step off this, we can see the Heart Tether and the Ring of Doom appeared instantly. So what was this? Wave 7? Or no, this was wave 8 because we just took down the boss. 2 more waves. Let's see, the final wave, escort the statue, that's my prediction. Heart Tethers 2. We'll just make it so enemies don't drop flask charges. We don't need them. Nope, I was wrong. We have charged the 3 runes. Oh, imagine how embarrassing it will be if I die to the Trial Master. Oh, I'd be so tilted. Okay, come on. 2 rooms left. Oh, the Abyssal Witch, or it's Witch the class. I've just been playing like pretty safe with my classes. I have 3 like Deadeyes. Or I started as 3 like Rangers. So 0.1, 0.3, and now 0.4. 0.5 I plan on playing a Witch. I'm pretty sure I want to go Blood Mage for 0.5, so I'm going to finally branch out to a new character. I'm really excited for that. But I wanted to play Blood Mage for 0.5 just because I'm pretty sure we're getting Delve, and I want like a big, like multi-million DPS build. I want to go as deep as possible when delving. I also don't know how difficult it's going to be, but I think it is time to finally... They're probably going to nerf Blood Mage in 0.5. Probably. I mean, Blood Mage was super powerful last league. It's still pretty powerful this league. Hopefully they just nerf Cast on Crit and Comet. Leave Blood Mage alone. But we'll see. Maybe they nerf plus level to all skills. Okay, and we have the final boss here. Again, just a million HP. We got the Victorious Fate. A Vol Orb. Big loot. And now... I forgot to hit record. That's fine. I mean, we have the live stream. Oh, it's such a hassle. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hit record now, hopefully. Let me know if there's any, like, frame rate drops or anything. Alright. So we have the loot. Let's see what we got. Trial rewards. Huge. And by huge, I mean small. But we have the Trial Master's Tower. We just picked up the Victorious Fate. And then we can use these 2 other fates that I have in my inventory. And here we go. We'll finish this off by riding 1 more elevator. We can activate the boss. Again, this guy killed me 1 time a couple months ago. So now, I just run away. I let the twisters do the work. Should be 1 more cast. And there it is. Pretty easy boss. We saw 1 attack. That was pretty cool. Come on, big loot. Run number 25. Tribal Mask. Unfortunate, plus an inscribed ultimatum. And that's not bad, that's like 100 exalts. But now... Oh, and something else that's just not good with this mechanic. When you finish it, you have to go to the Act 3, like, hub for some reason. You can't just go back into the Temple of Chaos, or your hideout or anything. And that's just unnecessary in my opinion. And then from here, hideout. So now, we have, in the stash tab, the loot, or, before I get to the loot, we could take a look at the write down. So we have Cowardly Fate, we have the Deadly Fate, 25 of each, and like I mentioned earlier, they are 40 diviners apiece. Bringing this to 2,000 divines invested, and again, the loot, we only make currency if we get the adorned. The helm, the tribal mask, worthless. The shields, worthless. The belt, zero value there. The hate forge, the gloves are like 45 divines unidentified. But pretty much, if we don't get the adorned, we lose. So let's look inside this tab. I've named it Misery, which I think is fitting for this type of content. And bang! We can put this over here. Deposit. One extra soul core. We'll just put that over there. Put away this currency. And it's not looking good. Where is the adorned, is the question. So we know the drop rate is 1 in 50. So another question is, why did I only do 25 runs if the drop rate is 1 in 50? That's a good question. And the answer is quite simple. It's you have to quit while you are ahead. So I have a clip, and we can just skip all the way to the end. We fought the Trial Master. We can take him down. Come on, give me loot. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bang. And you can see I'm kind of circling the diamond. Does the Trial Master drop the Flesh Crucible diamonds? I wasn't sure if that was like a debate at first. I was a little worried. But we did manage to get the adorned. So where is it? That is another good question. So this is the only time I have ever sold an item before making the loot video. Because, well, if we go to my currency exchange, manage shop, we have something so unbelievable. Oh, it's at Ziri, the new boss who drops the Flesh Crucible diamond. Okay. But we have something so unbelievable. If we go into the earnings, the adorned is worth 12,000 divines actually. So right here, we have Hate Forge. This is the only other valuable drop that the boss drops. There's like a bunch listed for 50 divines. I don't know why. They're all listed for 50. So that's why I gave this a value of like 45 divines. And then if we go to the adorned, we have, 2 mirrors. But if we scroll down to divines, they are about 12,000 diviners. One mirror is 9,000 divines. So do these sell? The answer is yes. I watch the price of items, So I've been watching the price of adorns, and I've noticed that these do sell for 2 mirrors occasionally. So if I go to my earnings, oh, we have some divines in here, and then 2 mirrors of Calandra. We can see the diamond. Well, the icon is a little messed up, but the adorned diamond, 2 mirrors. And this is, again, this is special. I have never... Oh, we have another Twister user up in here. I have never had a mirror before in Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2. So we get to claim these together. And there it is, 2 mirrors of Calandra. We can go over here and just... I've never had a mirror before. I cannot believe it. So not only did we get the big money drop, but we were able to sell it for 6,000 divines more than what it, should have sold for. Because, I mean, some people who have money just don't want to deal with divines, I guess. Like, imagine having that much currency where you look at this and you're just like, I don't want to deal with 12,000 divines, so I'm going to spend an extra 6,000 divines just to get the item for mirrors instead of divines. Like, there's an entire, tier of players that I can't even fathom spending that much currency. Anyways, we're going to talk about these a little bit more in a moment. And then we have all of this loot. Real quick, Omens of Chance. Do I have any... Where... Here we go. Omens of the Ancients. Again, we have all of these belts that I picked up during my 25 runs. Orbs of Chance. I have not done chancing in a long time. Here we go. Bang. Come on, always pick up your white belts. That is a big moneymaker. Unfortunately, we did not hit a Headhunter yet. Bang. Nope. One more. Unfortunate. The chance to get a Headhunter when chancing, I've found, is about 1 in 150. But we can vendor all of these. And there is something we have to do. Let's see. Do I want to do it now? I think we'll do it now. Let's go to the currency exchange. I want divines. I have a mirror. And we can see the margins. We can insta-sell for 9,068 divines, or we can slow sell it for 9,175. So let me... We have to sell the mirrors. My first ever mirrors. It hurts, but look at the gold fee on that. 7.3 million doubloons. Unreal. We'll wait for this one to sell, and then I'll list this one. I don't know if someone's gonna, try to undercut me. So the reason I'm selling these mirrors is because the economy is very inflated right now. Mirrors are not going to be 9,000 divines a month from now, once they nerf, remove, and or balance the temple. So I want all of my currency in divines. So we're just gonna let that sit for a minute. And now we have 2 Hateforge, these gloves. They're worth 45 divines each, unidentified. And then there's pretty much no value anywhere else. We did actually, we can start plugging these numbers into the write down. Perfect Chaos, 1 diviner. We got 5 divine drops. The ultimatums, I did identify 1 by accident, so you can sacrifice up to 20 armorer's scraps to receive double those scraps. This is completely worthless. These can be, sacrifice divines to get double that many divines. I think you can sacrifice up to 3 divines, so you get a guaranteed 6 divines. So these are about a 100 exalts apiece. and we have 9 of these that I did not identify. I mean, again, these are we're talking about pennies compared to the money drop. The belts, we got 3 of those. 3 times 0, yep, that's still 0. The helmets, we got 17 of those, no value there. The shields, also no value. 2 Hateforge gloves. We have the soul cores. Do I want to price check these? Not really. Maybe, I think we have like 10 divines in soul cores. So, I know 2 of them have a little bit of value. Oh, see, someone did undercut me. Ugh, so annoying. Put this one up for like 91.70. My money! Okay, so we have 2 soul cores. This one is worth like 3.5, and then 3. So, I mean, we have maybe like 9 divines. No stock. I don't think any other soul core really has value. No. So I'm just gonna say we have maybe 10 divines in soul cores. And then we have the big money adorned one of those. But because we sold it for 2 mirrors instead of 12,000 divines, I mean, we have like 18,200 divines worth of currency, making this the most profitable video I have ever made. I'm glad we were able to get an adorned, and I am still kind of like in disbelief that it sold for 2 mirrors because someone just didn't want to have to deal with divines. Part of me almost kind of wants to like buy 1 more of these and list it for 2 mirrors, but the league is ending and I do not want to get stuck with 1 of these. So I will take that currency, plus there's so much competition now. But I can turn this on. We have the helmets that we can vol. I think we can have a little bit of fun with those, and then I think we're done. So we will identify all of these, and I did make a video going over the Glimpse of Chaos tribal masks, just an entire like voling video of these, because of that modifier can be modified while corrupted, so we can just slam some vol orbs on these. And if I go to, I think over here, this is the Glimpse of Chaos that I managed to make during that Glimpse of Chaos voling video. It has just 1 modifier on it. 50 to maximum mana. It lost everything else. So this is the mark to beat. And getting something like this is very rare. I think we went through like a couple hundred of these helmets. So we will put a socket in all of these. I don't think we'll quality them. Again, this is just a meme item, but let's see what we can get. There's 1 enchant, and again, it ripped. Unfortunate. It ripped instantly. Enchant. I don't think anything happened. It ripped. It ripped. Come on, it ripped. Yeah, you can see these do not have a high chance of survival. That's why when I made that Glimpse of Chaos voling video, that's why I did like 200 of these. Instantly ripped, lost. This one lost can be modified while corrupted. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. 4 mods left. 3. Oh, we lost can be modified while corrupted. That could have been something. That one ripped. I did not get a single one with 2 enchants. Are we serious? Ripped instantly. Come on. Ripped. Come on. Nope. And, yep. So, yeah, that was the, the Glimpse of Chaos Tribal Masks. And yeah, I mean, I think we are done. The currency exchange, oh, I really would like these to sell during this video, so I could add these divines to my collection. Again, I'm just trying to, like, get generational wealth, so I never have to worry about currency in Standard ever again. Plus, there's a couple things I want to buy when this character goes core. So that's why I'm just kind of like hoarding all of this currency. But in 0.5 and in future leagues, all of the currency will be spent on big videos, I'm hoping. Because something I'd like to do, kind of, is identify like 100 Prism of Belief diamonds. I think that would be a lot of fun, but that would also be like 40,000 divines, and I could risk losing them all. That's why I'm not doing anything too risky this league. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then the only other thing worth mentioning, I got this jewel. It's not anything special. I mean, we can see the divine on it is completely worthless, but the boss dropped it. I threw a vol on it. It got a 5th modifier, and then I threw an Architect's Orb on it, and it hit 10% fire res. Like, really good RNG. But the divine itself was pretty bad, so I guess that was worth mentioning. And then we do have a perfect chaos, and then we do have a perfect exalted orb, but this, I mean, that's like 1/5 of a divine, so nah, not even worth mentioning. But yeah, absolutely massive amount of loot, mainly because we got a single lucky drop, a single adorned, and I think that is going to be just about it for today. So, as always, everyone, take care. Alright, that is the loot video for 25 Trials of Chaos completed. I have to vendor all of these. Are there any builds I'm interested in? Not at the moment. I mean, I'm very happy with my Twister build. I ran Twister in 0.3, and then I ran this build back in 0.4. I think I've pretty much perfected it. I'm very happy with how this came out. I'm happy with the damage. And in 0.5, again, I'm going to be playing a Blood Mage. Just because I want to actually use a new class. I want something a little different finally. But yeah, that's it. Oh, wait a minute. We're back. I almost forgot. We have one Wrathpith globe. We can identify this. And I don't think it needs to be divined. It does need quality. Whoops. You did not just see an entire tab of Headhunters. It must have been your imagination. So, we have the Wrathpith Globe. We have one Omen of Corruption. And we will vol this. Come on! Oh, whoa, wait a minute. 25% increased spell damage. I have to price check that. I feel like that is pretty good. We go to miscellaneous. Cultivated, unique, no. 24 divines. That's not bad. But we cannot stop there. We have to cultivate it. Where are my cultivations? Let's see. We'll use this one down here. Bang! Increased magnitude. I'm pretty sure it just ripped. because that is not increased damage. You hate to see it. And then, come on, just delete it. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Spell damage with faster start of energy shield? Maybe. But the increased magnitude of ailments per life, I think we want, like, quadruple damage. I don't know. But anyways. Oh, I forgot to record that piece too, darn. Now, well, we have the VOD. Twister Blood Mage? I mean, maybe. If a Spark Blood Mage doesn't work out, then yeah, we might just make Twister Blood Mage a thing. Okay, nothing else here has... What is that sound? Do you guys hear that vehicle outside? Is my mic picking that up? Okay. So, as soon as that car goes away, I think we can get into the second video planned for today. Which is going to be another well, we're going to be recording Valling Monday. I think this is Valling Monday number 12. We have a couple Headhunters, because I am going to get a double resistance Headhunter. Yeah, y'all heard that car, right? That's so obnoxious. Anyways, yes! A Diviners! Give me... Okay, come on, one more. So where was I? So we have another Headhunter Valling, and we also have a couple more vertices. Because, two reasons. One, I want a double resistance Headhunter. I've gotten so unlucky Valling these, it is unreal. Like 250 Headhunters and not a single double res. And not a single Headhunter with double res. I'm actually insulted. And then we have a couple more vertices, just because. During Valling Monday number 11, I volled 36 of these, and I got 6 with one... I got 6 with +1 socket. Which is, I mean, we have a 33% chance to get +1 socket. So we should have hit 12. I got 6. So we definitely had to run this back. I have a couple... Not over here. I have a couple more items in the guild stash tab. I think we can... Okay, so... I think we can name these. We can get into the second video planned for today. Double res. And then I want +4. +4. So, we will be winning today, I hope. Come on, mirror! Sell! One more. I would like to add those divines to... I mean, I guess we can. So let's see. Oh, here's a little tip if you didn't already know. If you control... Which is it? Control? Okay. If you control-click Ange, while you're running to her, if you open your stash tab, if you click on that, you can have both windows open at the same time. Oh, wait a minute. How do I do this? Control, is it Control-Shift-Click? Or... One second. One second, I'm rusty. Wait a minute, why is that not working? Control-Alt. Wait a minute. that only works for your shop. That only works for your shop. If you control alt click her, you can open earnings. Oh, wait a minute. What? Control alt click. No. Am I What? I'm doing something wrong. Give me a second. What do you... Why is it closing? I'm washed. This was one of my tips in a previous like tip video. Now I can't do it. It's why is it closing? Alt click? Is it? How much faster is that to? What do you mean? I have never struggled doing this before. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to... Oh, do I... You don't open your inventory before clicking on her, do you? That worked instantly. Oh, I was doing it backwards. Okay, you open your stash tab, and while you're running to your stash tab, that's when you control clicker. There we go. Okay. Whew. And then we can control right click, and we can just move all of these. Come on, sell! And we don't have enough room for all of these divines. I mean, well, we do. I'm gonna have to get rid of my stack of breach splinters. I honestly, does gold transfer over to standard? It didn't in 0.4, when 0.4 characters went core. If this gold doesn't transfer, I might have to do some, like, mirror flipping. Just play the margins on these. Like, try to, like, insta-purchase one for, like, 9,080 divines, and then sell it for, like, 9150. And just keep flipping those until all of my money is gone. And I guess I can set up my inventory so that we can get into the Valling Monday video. We need some Vol Orbs. And then we need Omens of Corruption. We have 72... We're gonna need a couple of those. And then... Ugh, I'm already running out of inventory space. Let's get rid of some of these. There we go, that looks fine. And then I need my favorite orb, the Architect's Orb. And we're going to need some cultivations. We need, like... How many of these do we need? And then we're only going to need a couple cultivations. We'll just take out a couple of these. Sure would be cool if these currencies stacked in the, like over here. Alright. I think we're ready. Come on, sell! Ugh, someone undercut me by 1 divine. Okay, whatever. And then in my guild stash tab, we have a couple more items. Okay, I guess we'll do the Headhunters first. And then I just have a couple extra items in here. All right, I think we're ready. Let's turn on the Omens of Corruption now. Valling Monday, number 12. We're only gonna get a couple more Valling Mondays before 0.5. Oh. Okay, let's see. Is everything set? Stash tabs, double res, +4. These are named. I'll clean that out later. Or actually... yeah, my inventory's full. We'll get through the Headhunters first, and then we'll go into the vertices. Oh, and... real quick, I need to... pull up the write down, of course. I actually need to update the write down because I've been purchasing more and more items. So let's get to, what is this? Vol... what did I name this? Oh. We can see all of the write-downs for all the videos I've made in 0.4. There's quite a few. Let's see, Headhunter and a vertex. And there it is. We can close this, and we can close this. Don't say 0.5 might be delayed. This was already a 5-month league. Ugh. What was I doing? Okay, so 72 Headhunters. So we have 72 in here, and then we have 10 more. So we actually have 82 of these. And then the vertices, 36. How many of these did I even purchase? Okay, so we have another 16 in here. Which means we're going to need 52 cultivation orbs, Omens of Corruption, 134 of these, and then Architect's Orbs. I don't know... I mean, I guess we can just put down 134. 12, almost 1,300 diviners on the line. The rumor is next league is going to be very long, ending in December. I wonder if there's... weren't they planning on releasing the game this year? I mean, they were planning to release it last year. That obviously didn't happen. And if 0.5 lasts until December, there's no way the full game is getting released this year. Because if 0.5 is like major endgame changes... I mean, they're going to need like one more league after 0.5 just for those like final tweaks and whatnot, at least. At least that's what I think. But who knows? Hopefully we get 0.5 sooner rather than later. The content the content has started to dry up a little bit just because, I mean, at this point I've pretty much done everything there is to do in this game. We have like a couple final like videos just coming out like once a week, like the Trial of Chaos video that we just recorded. But I mean, I've pretty much tested everything. We are going to continue getting Valling Mondays, of course. But let's see, I think we're ready to start this video. Inventory setup. All right. Yeah, May to December would be pretty long. I mean, maybe 0.5 is maybe that's like a short league. Maybe it runs for like 3 months. Because I feel like they are going to need like 0.6. We're going to need like one more league after 0.5 just so they can like finalize any changes. Because 0.5, that's going to be like mostly experimental. Because they're, again, all we have to go off of is major endgame changes. Plus, they're going to hopefully be adding Delve, and I mean, maybe another mechanic. Maybe Delve is like the 0.5 mechanic, or maybe they just kind of like throw that in. Maybe they're also releasing a unique league mechanic. Plus, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So maybe 0.5 runs through like May, June, July, and then August we get like final changes like August, September, October, November. Who knows? Maybe 0.5 is 4 months, and then and then we get like 0.6 for like 3-4 months, and then full release in December. What do I think will happen with the temple? I hope it goes core with balance, with balancing, like just setting it up and running it, and just like the lossless deaths, like you don't lose your entire temple or anything. I think it is a lot of fun. I hope I hope that they make temple, like I hope it goes core. I hope it's balanced, of course. And then I'm kind of hoping that temple becomes like the meta for leveling. Because leveling in a map, like a tier 15 map, I mean, that's just not possible. Like, you can get to 97 with a bit of playtime, maybe level 98 if you're doing, if you do hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of maps and never die. But, like, leveling in maps, it's just not good. Plus, you need, like, the irradiation tablets for +1 level. And it's just, I mean, of course, with like powerful map bosses, it does get irradiated for free, but those are pretty rare, or not rare, but they are uncommon. So if you are trying to level, of course you want the area level to be like 81 or 82. So just leveling in maps is, I think, pretty slow, whereas the temple, it's just level 81 for free. And there's so many enemies. So I kind of hope temple goes core. I hope you can still like build it up. It's going to have to be balanced. But I hope it becomes the like leveling area, where if you want to get to level 100, you go to temple. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, video number 2. I think we are ready. Valling Monday number 12. Yeah, you pretty much have to run Breach with irradiation and level. Yeah. And I also wouldn't suggest doing it on an evasion character. Yeah, I second that. I agree. I love, just, oh, my evasion, it didn't proc, and I died in one hit. I was able to reach level 100 with this character, mainly because Temple, level 81 for free with 1000% effectiveness, so 10 times XP. So getting to level 100 in the Temple, so easy. This is my only level 100 character ever. But, okay, enough talk. Video recording time. Why? Come on, mirror. Sell. Anyways. Oh yeah, and this time I actually have to hit record. Oh! Oh look, there it is. Hello, currency. Oh, my inventory's full. Why? One second. Short intermission. The Diviners! It sure would be cool if there was an option to just, like, I don't know, move currency from your exchange offers directly into your stash tab. That would be pretty cool. We have to remove these breach splinters. I'm running out of room! No! What do I do with these? I can just put them in here, I guess. This looks pretty good, I'm just gonna say it. Alright, now I have to set up my inventory again, so just one moment. Turn on the Omens of Corruption. And then the Architect's Orb. Alright, we are ready. Hey everyone, and welcome to Valling Monday. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. Let me get a quick drink of a quick swig of water. Everyone, take 1 minute. Stay hydrated. Okay. And we're off. Hey everyone, and welcome to Valling Monday number 12. We've been doing this for 3 months, and today we will be winning. I will it into existence, just a little bit of winning. If we go to the stash tab, we have another tab of Headhunters. I will be getting a double res Headhunter today. It will happen. I'm going to make it happen. And then we have a couple more vertices. Because last Valling Monday number 11, I volled 36 of these, and we managed to get 6 with +1 socket. It is a 1 in 3. We should have hit 12 plus 1 socket vertices. We hit 6. So we had to run this back. It had to be done. And real quick, we can take a look at the write down. We have 82 Headhunters, we have a full tab of 72, and then I just have a couple more in my inventory. And then I have 52 vertices. I bought 36 of these, and then I just, over the next couple days, I just kept buying a couple more of them, so now we have 52 of them. We have the cultivation orbs, 52 of those, omens of corruption, and our favorite orb, the architect's orb, bringing this to about 1,300 diviners on the line. And we can see the write down. We have the junk headhunters are probably 2 to 3 divines each. Headhunter Headhunter with 1 resistance while being twice corrupted is only 4 divines, but a headhunter with resistance that is not twice corrupted, that's 80 divines. And we are going to be deleting all of them probably, searching for the double res headhunter. And then I just have a couple placeholders. We have the vertices with 2 sockets, not twice corrupted, or not cultivated. Those are about 80 divines. We will be cultivating everything, of course. It has to be done. We have maybe a vertex with 36% increased critical hit chance if the vol overrolls that modifier. And then we just have +4 level with no crit. And I have this one, the vertex perfect. If I go to my guild stash, again, we just have a couple extra vertices in here. I have this one that got divined to perfection. 150% increased evasion and energy shield, 30% increased critical hit chance, and 17% chaos resistance. We will be voling that, of course, but this one does have a little bit of value just because it is perfectly rolled. And before we get into the voling, something I did want to mention is during Valling Monday number 11, I joked about adding quality to these helmets, saying that it messed up the seed, and I actually got quite a few comments asking what do I mean by that. So a seed is kind of like a hidden value that determines possible outcomes for the item. So something you'll see when players mirror craft items, they will use a Hinikora's lock to kind of see the outcome of other currency items. Because what a lock does is it allows you to see the outcomes. Because what it does is it allows you to see outcomes for every currency. So they'll lock an item, for example, a uncorrupted spear, and then they'll throw a vol orb. And then they'll throw a vol orb on it, see if it gets +3 sockets. If that doesn't hit, they'll try an omen of corruption and a vol orb because those have separate outcomes. And then they might try an omen of sanctification to see if the level rolls up from 4 to level 5 or 5 to 6, etc. And then if nothing hits, what they do is they'll divine the item, which resets that invisible, hidden value, that seed. And then they will lock the item again, and all of those currency items will have new possible outcomes. So the joke was, during Valling Monday number 11, it was, if I didn't add quality to my vertices, the outcomes would have been different, because adding quality kind of resets that outcome. So we hit 6 with +1 socket, whereas we should have hit 12. So if I didn't add any quality, maybe we hit 12, maybe we hit 18. The outcome would have been completely different. But anyways, I think we can get right into this. We have 72 Headhunters, Vol Orbs at the ready, Omens of Corruption are on. I'm gonna have to sort all of these too. Okay, here we go. Increased maximum energy shield, that's a decent start. Attributes, fire res, that's what we want to see. More resistances, please. Nothing there. Attributes, lightning res. Okay. Maximum energy shield. Energy shield is so much more valuable than like evasion rating and armor, so these are the modifiers we want to see. This got divined. Fire res again. Maybe there's hope. Maybe we can get the double res that has eluded us for so long. Another resistance. Max rolled increased evasion rating. I mean, it's not armor, so that's good. Into cold res. Into a little bit of nothing. Evasion rating again. That's nice. We are avoiding increased armor. Ooh, a little chain of nothing. You hate to see it. Oh! Oh no, the RNG! Where did it go? Why? Oh no! 25% increased maximum energy shield. Did any of these overroll? 41 dexterity, huge. Not really. 42 strength. That's not gonna do it. Fire res. We are halfway done. I think we're doing pretty good. More resistance. I don't think we've hit a single cold res. Fire res again. Oh yeah, it's going to happen. Fire res again. There's our first increased armor Headhunter. Fire res again. 25%. It is max rolled. Max fire resistance. Dexterity. Underrolled strength with nearly min-rolled dexterity. That's unfortunate. Fire res again. What is that, like 4 times in a row? 5 times? Increased armor. Evasion rating. Evasion again. Strength. That's not going to do it. Come on, finish strong. Dexterity. Lightning res. That's not going to do it. Come on. 2 more with resistance. 43 strength. If dexterity was also overrolled, that might have been something. So let's see. Dexterity. We are finishing not strong. The opposite of strong. Unfortunate. I do have... So, I need to sort all of these. Let's see. So, if we type in enchant, we can see all of the ones that did not get anything. So I think we can just architect orb anything that didn't hit. And just to free up a little bit of inventory space. Delete everything. Save the RNG for where it matters. Okay. I need to take a couple moments. So what I'll do is I will sort all of this, and then I will get back to you. Alright, so in a video I can edit this out. But again, since you're here live, we have to watch it all. So we can go resistance. Oh, we hit a couple with resistance. Some of these might be twice corrupted because I just threw some Architect's orbs on these. Okay, this one's twice corrupted. We don't care about that. Twice corrupted. We hit so many with resistance. We're doing it. Come on, double res. It's been too long. Okay, let's see. So we have resistance over here, and then actually we'll put resistance over here for now, or the twice corrupted ones we'll put over there, and then we will put the energy shield ones down here. Oh yeah, I need to check to see if some of these are twice corrupted. No, twice corrupted. Oh, we only hit 3 energy shields. That's fine. 4 with evasion. Inventory management, it's not glamorous. We're almost done, though. We only hit 2 with armor, that's pretty good. Let's see, where do I even want to put these? We can't sort for twice corrupted. Ugh. Okay, we'll just move. So anything that's like all of these pretty much have no value. Maybe with resistance, I just saw, okay, we have like 25% lightning, we have a little bit of cold. Like some of these might be like 4-ish divines if the divine or if the enchant is high rolled, but there's not too much value over there. We don't really care about those. Let's see. Put all the twice corrupted ones together. Am I happy with this? I don't think I am. So what I'm gonna do... Let's put these in here. Let's take out these twice corrupted ones, and I'm just gonna throw them in here for now. And then we'll put the attributes over here. I mean, attributes plus, like, anything, that's probably not going to be worth anything. Or no, that is going to be worth nothing. Holy, so many with attributes. Let's see, maximum life. Okay, everything is just about sorted. And one of these should have max fire res. There we go. Double check. All right. And so, all right, we're back. Everything has been sorted. I have a couple more Headhunters that were in my inventory that we can vol. 2 of these So 2 of these I actually purchased. I was able to get these for like 10 divines each. They are corrupted with lightning res. This one only has 1 charm slot, unfortunately. Well, both of these have one charm slot, unfortunately, but they were only like 10 divines, so maybe one of these can hit double res, and then we just have 7 more that need to be evolved. Omens of Corruption are still on. Attributes, nothing. We can just blast through these. Maximum Energy Shield, thank you very much. Dexterity. Cold Resistance, thank you. And then we have 4 more with nothing. So we will Architect Orb these. 3 of them got deleted. 25% cold res, twice corrupted. So so we'll just put that somewhere else. Alright. Here we go. So everything has been sorted. We have our resistance headhunters over here. The 2 that I purchased that only have 1 charm slot. We have increased maximum energy shield, increased evasion rating, 2 with increased armor, maximum fire res, 2 with maximum life, and then all of these just have attributes. And and we do not care about the ones that have attributes, so hopefully, come on, just delete all of them. Save the RNG! Ooh. That's looking pretty good. We deleted more than half. That's good. That's what we want to see. Save the RNG for the resistance ones. Come on, maximum life, we don't really care about those, and they're gone. Maximum fire res, we don't really care about that, and it's gone. I hate these orbs. I hate them so much. Armor, we don't really care about, gone. Wow. 1 survived. Signs said it couldn't be done, but we did it. And we got max rolled cold res. That's not terrible. It is on armor, which is unfortunate. Does anyone use armor? I don't think so. Melee in Path of Exile 2? Yeah, right. Anyways, we move on to the evasion rating. 25%. During the previous, I think Valling Monday number 10, when we ran back the Headhunters in search for that double res Headhunter, we hit a 25% evasion. We hit a 25% increased maximum energy and a 25% resistance Headhunter that sold for 1,725 divines. So this could be something. 16%, and it's gone. 18 with intelligence. Ugh. That's kind of worthless. 23%, and it's gone. 25%, and it's gone. Alright, we continue. Maximum energy shield. These are the ones that matter. Did we max roll any of these? We have 1 max rolled. 16%. With 24% fire res, that might be something. 19% with 25% fire res. Come on, 25%. I'm not greedy. Just, you know, another 25% roll. Right, we 22% cold. That I think might be a couple hundred divines. It's not perfect. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. That might be like 50 divines. Who knows? Oh, see, the RNG. The RNG was saved for the belts that matter. You'll love to see it. 17%. With intelligence, that's not going to do it. 22%, that one's gone, that's fine. We had to rip a couple eventually. And now we have the ones that actually matter. I just want 1 with double res. I'm not greedy. We are already 150 belts in, and we have not hit a single belt with double res. So we hit, so far, We have 14 of these. That is 1,000 divines. Like Valling, it is just infinite. It is just an infinite money glitch. You just throw Vol orbs on gear, and you make currency. It's that easy. The gamble is the Architect's orb. So, if I didn't already have so many divines, I would not be, gambling these. I would not be using these Architect orbs, but I know you are all here to see items get deleted. 1,100 divines about to just be completely eviscerated. Okay, so we have these two that I purchased. They only have one charm slot. I don't really care about these. That one's gone. That's good. That one's gone too. Okay, that's good. Save the RNG. 22%. With maximum energy shield, I mean, it's not the worst. That's not bad. Definitely lost a little bit of value. 22%, please, just one with double res. It's gone. 21%, it's gone. 21%. Max endurance charge, and that one's dead. 23%. Intelligence, that one's dead. 20%, it's gone. 21%. Attributes, it's just attributes every time. No! Come on! 24%. It's gone. 22%. It's... I might cry. My money. 24% with life. 21%. It's gone. 25%. Save us. 23%. It's gone. I just need a moment. Can I please just get like a moment of silence in the chat for my RNG? Okay. 25%. Come on, please. Life. Alright, we run it back. 300 Headhunters next time. Where's my double res? Give me 1 second. Where's my double res? It cannot be. Let's see, 5 divines, thank you. 5 divines, this one only has 1 charm socket, I don't care. Where's the double res? You will give it to me. I will get it. We're not giving up. Thank you, we'll take this one, 5 divines. We'll buy like 10 more of these. We don't give up. We never give up. How many? Let's see. How many? Okay, we only have a couple more Headhunters on the market for 5 divines. So we'll purchase these. Take this one. And then we'll buy 2 more. Come on! Alright. Okay, there we go. 5 divines. And 5 divines. It will happen. We will make it happen. Identify everything. Let's see. 3, 2... This one has 1. 1 charm. Alright, we're back. We just purchased a couple more. Omens of Corruption are still on. No res. Dexterity. Nothing. Cold. It's possible. The dream is alive. Maximum energy shield. Lightning res. And... where's the other one? Cold res. Okay. We can just double corrupt these. Okay, we don't really care about these. Come on. Okay, energy shield. Of course you get the res! No! I can't believe it. Why? Why, RNG? Why? What did I do to deserve this? Lightning res? It's gone. I hate this game. Alright, we're not done. We have the vertices. Let me reorganize my inventory just a little bit. Okay, guild stash. Oh wait, I don't even have inventory space for all of these. Okay, whatever. We can... Alright, so the Headhunters, and they have continued to disappoint me. 250 Headhunters later, and not a single belt with double res. I actually cannot believe it. I think we've had like 25 belts corrupted with resistance, and then to get another res. It's a 1 in 8. We have a 50% chance to delete the item with the Architect's Orb, and then there's either 12 or 13 possible enchants you can get on a Headhunter. So if there's 12, there's 3, there's Fire, Cold, Lightning, so that's 1 in 4 to get a resistance. So 1/2, so a 1 in 2 for the item to survive, and then 1 in, and then, oh man, what am I doing? Wait a minute, it's a 1 in, what did I just say? So, okay, restart. I just got lost. So, I think we've hit like 25 Headhunters with resistance. And so we've hit, so out of the 250 Headhunters we've evolved, I think 250 of them hit resistance. And when we Architect Orb an item, it has a 50% chance to get deleted, so 1 in 2. And then there's 12 enchants we can get. There might be 13, but 3 of those enchants are resistance. We have Fire, Cold, Lightning res. So that is a 1 in 4 chance to hit resistance. So 1 in 4 times 1 in 8, multiply the denominators. We have a 1 in 8 chance to hit double res when using an Architect's Orb, and we've just gone 25 dry. It's actually heartbreaking. Do I even want to run that back again? I honestly, we've voled so many Headhunters at this point, I don't think I want to make another Valling Monday video dedicated to Headhunters. I think it's over. I think Headhunters, I think they beat us. I hate to say it. But we're not done yet, because we still have these vertices that can save us. Hopefully the RNG was just being saved for these helmets. So last time I evolved 36 of these, we hit 6 with +1 socket. So the mark to beat is very, very low. Alright, let's see what we can do. It's not looking good. This one ripped. 25% increased crit. Increased evasion and energy shield. That's not going to do it. 2 sockets. Alright. 17% increased crit. That one ripped. 2 sockets. 35%. I like that. Okay, we're on drop rate. 2 sockets. Okay, more of that. 2 again. This one ripped 23%. 2 sockets. Alright, we're doing it. And again, 29%. Did you really have to go down by 1%? 24%, that's more like it. Let's see. Increased evasion. We're getting a lot of increased evasion and energy shield. We've hit that 4 times. Alright, we continue. 31%. 2 sockets. 31% again. 2 sockets. Into 31% maybe? 26%. Increased evasion and energy shield. We've hit that enchant 5 times now. Where's the spirit? Give it to me. Life regen back to back. 21% spirit. Maybe next time don't mineral it. I'm not greedy, by the way. 2 sockets. 24%. Come on, finish strong. 25% increased evasion and energy shield. That is max rolled. 24%. We've hit this modifier 7 times. Why couldn't that have been spirit 7 times? Let's see. Increased evasion and energy shield. Alrighty then. This one ripped. Finish strong. 23% spirit. You know what? We take those. So let's see. What is the damage today? We did better than last time. 13 hits. Alright. I like that. So, I mean, again, if you just throw Vol Orbs on gear, it is just infinite money. Like, you almost always win. It's the Architect Orbs that make things risky. So if we had just stopped today at Valling, I mean, that we would have been up 1,000 divines. But now, because the Headhunters kind of flopped a little bit, we need to make back some currency. We don't give up. Oh, wait. This one only has 1. I'm blind. No, we went on drop rate. Boo. That's fine. Okay, we save the 2 socket ones for... Oh, wait! This one only has 1! I'm blind! What am I doing? We got unlucky again! Is someone like, swapping these vertices when I wasn't looking? We just went from 13 2-socket vertices to 11. Now I'm sad. You know what? I think the RNG might be used up for this league. I'm just gonna say it. Alright. Come on. Let's see what we're working with. Vol Cultivation Orbs plus 4 level to all skills, or it just does not matter. Plus 2. We min-rolled, okay? That's a start. Alright, nothing down here. Honestly, we want to save the RNG for the 2-socket vertices. Plus 3, we're moving up. Alright. 21 spirit, that one kind of ripped. And the 23 spirit, that one also did not do anything. Attributes, plus 4 level, and it kept crit. Alright. That's something. That's like 150 diviners. Let's see, continue. Increased attributes, plus 3 level to all skills. Okay, we've hit 3 with plus 3 level to all skills. Chance to inflict ailments, mana cost efficiency back to back. Plus 4 level to all skills. We did lose crit, but that is still like, I don't know, 75-ish diviners. 23% increased critical hit chance. Don't really care about that. 30%. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And... Alright. Come on. Save me. The 2-socket vertices. I need 2 with +4 level. It has to be done. We lost crit. That is heartbreaking. But we have +4 level to all skills, and we have increased mana cost efficiency. So I'm gonna put my +4 levels up here. If this had crit with +4 level to all skills and increased mana cost efficiency, that could have been huge. But sadly, it was not meant to be. Come on, back to back. Chance to inflict ailments, that's not gonna do it. +3, a kept crit. 2 sockets, I mean, that might be something. That's not gonna do it. Mana cost efficiency, attributes, and I think the RNG might be... We hit so many +3s, the RNG just wasn't there. We hit like 3 with +4 level, and we hit like 7 with +3 levels. And this one also kept crit, unfortunately. Let's see what we have. The last one. Alright. I think that's it. Are we done? No. Wait a minute. We have Architect's Orbs. I need to, like... Okay, we can just vendor everything that doesn't have plus level. This one has +2 level. 1 second. There is a little bit more we can do. I almost forgot about the backup vertices in the guild stash tab. So real quick, I need to vendor everything that is just completely garbage. And not even worth double corrupting these. There's still hope. It's not over yet. Oh, whoops. We definitely got very unlucky with the Headhunters. The vertices, I'm not really expecting much, just because like the chance to hit +4 level, I think is pretty low, and the... So, let's see, we can just get rid of these. I don't think any of these have value. +3 might have a little bit of value, but... Let's see, there's the... Okay, and then these are the +4s. And then we have the +3s. Alright, we are back. We have a couple more. I almost forgot about the backup vertices that were in the guild stash tab. Come on! Everything has quality. That one ripped. Max cold res, 26 spirit. I mean, that could be something. 20%, that's not gonna do it. Vertices just hate me, I'm just gonna say it. Not a single one with an additional socket. We still have some moments of corruption. That one ripped. Okay, we have one with 2 sockets. Science said it couldn't be done. 2 more with spirit. Okay, come on. Life regen, that's not gonna do it. 23%. 2 sockets. 17%, 24 accuracy. Okay, I think we are officially done with vertices. I'm just gonna say it. We just hit 2 with +1 socket out of 17. They hate me. It's over. No more Headhunter Valling. No more vertex Valling. We're done. But, let's see. We have 2 with Spirit. And we have 2 with 2 sockets. So these could be something. Oh, let's see. Vol Cultivation Orbs. Let's get through these first. +2, +3. I guess we can just move this over here. These are the +3s, and these are the +4s. +4 with max cold res. I mean, hey, that's something. Okay, I cannot... You know, beggars cannot be choosers. And with the RNG that I've seen, like, I will take anything. +2, probably not. That's not gonna do it. Okay, we have the final 4. Increased Spirit, 28 to Spirit. That one ripped. 26. Nope, that's not gonna do it. And the 2 sockets ripped and ripped. Alright. I think we're done. I don't know. I mean, this obviously cannot be the final Valling Monday. We cannot end on a loss. But to lose, I'm honestly, I've already said it, I am shocked that we continue to lose with the Headhunters. A 1 in 8 to hit double res, and just 20, like 25-ish, maybe 30 Headhunters, no hits. The vertices, I go into this expecting absolutely nothing. There's so much RNG involved, I do not recommend you ever try this. Oh. But, I mean, overall, I mean, for a Valling Monday, we have the currency. It's not the end of the world. Let me top off all of these stacks. Like, we're not starving. So throwing away like 1,000 divines, you know, that's just Monday. Actually, no, it shouldn't be Monday. Usually we win. But we can... I do need to price check all of these. So I guess I can do that now. Normally... So in the actual video, of course, I would edit all of this out. But now I have to actually price check things. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Man, Valling Mondays are so much better when we win. This is unbelievable. So let's quickly... Okay, so all of these that didn't really hit, or they hit like res and attributes, I could probably get like 4 or 5 divines for each of these. I think these are the only ones where you have to price check. Make this a little bit bigger. Weighted sum will turn this on. So, energy shield. We need energy shield on this as well. Okay, so total increased maximum energy shield. Give that a weight of 1. On Headhunters. 1 second. 4 divines. Okay. And then we will set the weight to, I think, 40. Do I have anything that's below 40? No. So let's see, what do we have here? 30 divines each, listed a couple days ago. So we have 5 of these. Do I have any big ones? 25, 22. 25, 22, I think is the only like semi-decent one. Oh, this one has 1 charm. Yeah, okay, it looks like they're 30. Oh, I have too many tabs open. I'm going to move this over here. Okay, so let's see. We have 17 of these. I guess these are actually kind of the same. We'll delete this. I'd say this is 3. Headhunter, we didn't get any with attributes. We can delete this. Headhunter ES Res, we have 5 of these, worth about 30 divines each. We have 1 with armor. I don't even think that one's worth price checking. Probably right around 30 divines as well. And then I just quickly need to price check the vertices, and then we can wrap this video up. So let's see. Oops. Okay, so we have the vertex with +4 level to all skills, divine, we want cultivated, and then we want increased critical hit chance. So +4 level. Let's see. I did something wrong. Weighted sum, turn that off. Oh, whoops, 40% and instead of 30. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, have we been saved? So we have 2 with +4, and they have... Oh, wait, this one lost crit. 3 of these lost crit. Why does the RNG hate me? That's fine. Whoops. So +4, these are actually 250 divines. And then without crit... Why do I have so many tabs open? Alright, so we are price checking the vertices. I have one that actually... So I have one that hit +4 level to all skills with crit, and these are about 250 divines. Again, my crit is perfectly rolled, so 30%. But if we lose crit, 80 divines, that is heartbreaking. So we have 3 of these. One of them does have 2 sockets. So let's see, no crit, +4 level to all skills. 120 divines listed just a couple minutes ago. So +4, no crit, 80 divines, +4 with crit, 250 divines. So we have 3 of these. So we have 2 of these, we have 1 of these, and then if I add 1 more row... So we have +4 with 2 sockets. We have 1 of these for 120. We did delete the perfect vertex, so that one's gone. We did not sell the Headhunters with 1 corruption on them, so that's gone. We also did not sell our 2-socket vertices. We had 12 of these, so those are gone. Wait a minute. You know what? I mean, that's honestly not bad. I mean, it's kinda bad. It's not good. But, again, 500 diviners? For the chance, I just wanted the double res. I'm not doing this for currency at this point. Like, we are set. I just wanted my double res Headhunter, but apparently that was too much to ask for. So, let's see. I don't think I will be running the vertices back. I think we are done with these. We managed to squeeze out maybe like 500 divines. They almost paid for themselves. I mean, when we factor in the Evolve cultivation orbs, we did lose a little bit of currency. There's a little too much RNG involved in these, so I don't think I'll be running these back ever again. At least this league. I'm tilted with these Headhunters. I just want a double res, but the game does not want me. The game does not want to give it to me, unfortunately. But overall, I mean, overall, we would have made huge profit. Like, Valling is big money. You just throw Vol Orbs on items, and you win. Again, if we weren't just like playing for fun, if we weren't using the Architect Orbs, I mean, we hit, how many of these? We hit 14 Headhunters with 1 res, and I mean, yeah, Valling is really good currency. I just wanted that double res, but apparently it is not meant to be. But I think we are just about done for today. So, as always, everyone, take care. A little disappointing with how that came out. Well, is the Trial Master farming still profitable? Well, if we check this out... I mean, Trial Master is profitable, period. If you are willing to do 50 runs, 100 runs, maybe 150 runs, but it should be profitable for like 97% of players. Of course, there's going to be that small outlier, the very unlucky players who go 100 runs or 150 runs without getting any drops. Excuse me. But if we look at my loot, we just finished recording the Trial of Chaos, loot from 25 Trials of Chaos. My input was 2,000 divines, I got 1 adorned. The drop rate is 1 in 50, so I stopped while I was ahead. I did not really want to do any more runs. And I managed to sell this adorned for 18,000 divines. Because if we look at this, we have diamond for 2 mirrors. They do sell 4 mirrors occasionally. So, 1 second. I do have a... Oh wait, don't want this one. Where are you? Oh wait, nope, not this one. One more. Okay. So if you look for the price, if you look at the price of an unidentified adorned 2 mirrors, each mirror is 9,000 divines, a little bit more actually. And then we can see they're actually worth about 12,000 divines, but occasionally these do sell for 2 mirrors. Like I just showed, mine sold for 2 mirrors a day ago. So this can be pretty profitable, even if you don't sell this for 2 mirrors. Of course, like that's, like does it sell? Maybe, maybe it doesn't. But even if this was 12,000 divines, if the drop rate is a 1 in 50, like you should make some serious profit, even if you go like 100 runs dry, which would be very unlucky. Yeah, Sekimas are really good too. The last flame, I believe, it's like 18,000 divines or 3 mirrors if the player doesn't want to deal with divines and just buys the last flame for mirrors. So, 2 to 3 mirrors for a last flame, they are pretty rare, plus running the trial takes a fairly long time, probably like a half hour for most players. I know some can get it done in like 15 or minutes if you're like using temporalis. If you're using like temporalis and you're just like blinking around. But yeah, trials of the Sekimas can be pretty profitable. Plus the adorned, or not adorned, the timeless jewel. What is that even called? I forget. Don't tell me. Against the darkness. We can actually... Whoops. What is this? We can close this. If we go to 0.4... I do have a loot video from 25 trials of the Sekimas. And, that was... the input cost is basically nothing. Like, once you get your relics... Like you have to spend a little bit on your relic setup, and then I do recommend running every trial of these Sekimas with the Desperate Alliance, so you can get those Against the Darkness time-lost jewels, because Spirit by itself is like 2,000 divines. And then cold lightning damage, like double damage is extra damage, those are big currency. So when I ran 25 trials of the Sekimas, my input was about 400 divines, and the output was, I more than 10x'd what I input. And of course there is also that chance for the last flame, for that big money, that 2 to 3 mirror drop. So yeah, trials of the Sekimas, really good. Or can be really good if you get a little lucky. So we can see the Desperate Alliance. Holy, they went up 90 diviners. Oh, wow. Okay, so Against the Darkness, these are probably really expensive. What? Okay, everything I just said... Wait a minute, these are corrupted. 135 diviners. Wow. So yeah, if you use the Desperate Alliance, like, you will... You can do a trial of the Sekimas in 7 minutes without temporalis? How in tarnation? I'm gonna have to, like, look up a guide for that. That just seems impossible. That's crazy. I believe it. I definitely have to look up some, like, Trials of the Sekimas speed running. But yeah, if you use the Desperate Alliance, you will always get an Against the Darkness, uncorrupted, so every Trial of the Sekimas is, 45 divines profit. Just for free, like, off-rip. And then if this hits, like, double damage is extra damage, or if you just get Spirit by itself, huge currency. But, I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. We recorded 2 videos. Trials of the loot video from Trials of Chaos, that will probably go up Friday. Of course, Valling Monday goes up Monday, so that will be up in a couple days. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that will go up in a couple days. And then, I mean, so the Monday after next Monday, Valling Monday number 13, I have no idea what I have planned for that. You can also do carries. If you have a Giga build that can just eviscerate the boss, if you have like 10 million DPS, if you can one-hit the boss, yeah, you can absolutely carry. How much are carries at this point in the league? They're probably like 20 divines a piece or something, or maybe 30 times 5 players. It's crazy. I did a bunch of carrying last league, but not so much of this league. $40 to $50 per run. Inflation is hitting hard. It's also crazy that you can make like 20 divines per run just for joining someone's temple. I have done Kulamek. That boss is not very good, but we did do loot from 30 Kulameks, and we made a decent amount of currency. And that also inspired another Valling Monday, where I volled 72 Darkness Enthroned, those belts, and did we make currency doing that? I don't remember. Yeah, like Trials of or Kulamek, just like resetting the instance, watching like the door open for like 10 seconds per run, having to fight the boss like 4 times and you wait for it to like get up to revive each time. There's so many like time gates for that boss fight. And like I understand why they do it so you don't just pop into the boss, kill it in 1 second and leave, but like some of the time gates in this game. Ugh. I mean, a lot of bosses kind of like fall into that category with just like massive time gates. Which stats did I get? I have no idea. I probably mispriced a couple things because I just didn't really know what to look for. So when when that happens, I just kind of wing it, and then I wait for like the comments to tell me what I did wrong. So and then we learn from those mistakes. So like if I was to ever do Kulamek again, like 30 or 50 runs, I would go to that video and I would look at the comments to see which modifiers I want. But yeah, I don't plan on fighting Kulamek again. Expedition boss is super fast. That's probably why the why splinters are also have quite a bit of value. But yeah, Expedition is pretty good. Arbiter is pretty bad. Again, another boss with just massive time gates. Kulamek, not very good. The Ritual boss isn't too bad. There is that like intermission, the in-between where you have to go through the maze that, I mean, it's not terrible, but the boss fight itself is pretty fast. The Breach boss is fun. Just like going through the Twisted Domain. I guess if you just want to fight bosses, the Twisted Domain itself is pretty boring, but the loot explosion at the end is usually pretty good, and the value of catalysts, like they have so much value. You can probably make profit off just running the Twisted Domain itself without even fighting the boss. And then the Breach boss himself has some big money drops. But yeah, I mean, pretty much with like anything in this game, like if you want to farm it and make currency, you have to go in expecting to lose while also having the currency to fight the boss enough times until the RNG gives up. And I mean, and that can pretty much be said about anything, including like Valling, or if if you Vol, for instance, like one Headhunter, nothing might happen. But if you go in with like 72 Headhunters, then you usually wind up winning. Or chancing too. I've chanced so many items. We'll take a look at my chancing stats as well. For any of you who haven't seen it. So, chancing stats. I've chanced almost 2,500 belts this league, and last league. This is a combination of both leagues. And I've found that the chance to get a Headhunter from either a normal belt or a heavy belt is about 1 in 150. So pretty much, whenever you play Path of Exile 2, you just have to do that piece of content until the RNG gives up. But this is going to be my top moneymaker for 0.5. I'm just going to vol Headhunters, because so long as the price of a Headhunter... So long as I can chance, say, like 250 belts for the price of a Headhunter, I mean, that should just be infinite money. And then Guiding Palm, I got lucky. I did a temple run, and I got one Guiding Palm just pretty much by accident, I guess, because I threw a Vol Orb on a Scepter. But but out of the 150 that I did for the Guiding Palm chance or Volling video, we hit one Palm of the Dreamer. So, I mean, this sample size is pretty small. I'm going to assume it's probably like 1 in 150 to get a Palm of the Dreamer from a Guiding Palm Shrine Scepter. And then I also did a couple Tribal Masks, about 250. We got 2 hits, so we can see the averages are about 1 in like 125 to 1 in 150. Guiding Palm could also just be higher. Like maybe it is like 1 in... I mean, this sample size is very low. So I got that one lucky one, and then I did 150 for that video. So maybe I just got unlucky during that video. Maybe it is like 1 in 50, or maybe it's like 1 in 75. Oh, to think that I went 3 times the drop rate during that video and only got 1. I mean, they are pretty valuable. They're pretty expensive. Guiding Palm of the Eye, uncorrupted. I mean, these are 20. Well, how much is a Vol Orb? Can we get this in Exalts, please? 100? Okay, they're about a divine each. If you were to, like, buy out the market, a lot for 150, and then they go to 200 Exalts. Divines are only like 200 Exalts a piece, which is crazy. Let's see, Divine Orb, 1 max. There's only 18 on the market. Of course, there's 3 different types, so if you buy it... I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it's like 1 in 50. We'll, we'll continue adding to these chancing stats over the next couple leagues. I actually just sold a Palm of the Dreamer. I purchased this one at the start of the league for like 100 divines or something, because I just wanted one that had 13% increased skill, that had 13% increased... Please, words. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, so I purchased one of these at the start of the league that had 13% increased skill effect duration and 20% quality, just because I wanted one so I could move it over to standard. And then I recently checked the price, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that's 900 divines? Oh, don't mind if I do. Plus 800 divines profit? Yes, sirree. So, again, I'm just trying to go into like standard with as many divines as possible, so I never have to worry about currency again. Plus, I want to spend like 20, maybe 30,000 of these when this character goes core. So, I'm pretty much going to like liquidate a couple more items before this character goes standard. Like if we go to the currency exchange, if we go to gems, Rigwald's Ferocity. 400 divines almost. I'll be selling that. I also will be selling my Rockiata's Flow just to squeeze out a couple extra 100 divines. Just because, again, I want as many divines as possible for standard. And we do have a stash tab update coming out soon. And by soon, I mean in like 2 or 3 weeks, when this character goes core. Just because there's so many items that I want to purchase. I mean, I kind of want to just start yapping about some of my items now. We have my Pride and Joy, the Incomplete Broadsword. These dropped during 0.1. You cannot get these ever again, so this is just... I think this is so cool. This is like a RuneScape party hat, except like you can't wear it, unfortunately. But it is pretty cool. Yeah, and standard is pretty much a trash bin for the effort you give your characters. I mean, I care a little bit about standard. I just like collecting, like, discontinued things like this. I think it is so cool. We can go into this stash. We have uncorrupted tier 16 waystones, which is pretty cool. We have these soul cores. They all share the same icon. These are from 0.1. You can't get these anymore. We have a Last Flame. This one has a modifier, damage taken cannot be absorbed. But then we have this OG one from 0.1 that does not have that modifier. So I just have like so many like OG unique items that are just, I think, pretty cool. And then and then we can go in here. I'll show off one more item. We have another one of my Pride and Joys. My OG Temporalis, minus 3.95 seconds to cool down. I'm so happy I was able to get one of these. And again, there's a couple more items that I want to purchase when all of that 0.4 currency goes core. And then we can see 390 uniques out of 387. More uniques than there should be. And that is, well, I'm still missing like a bunch of these. But again, like I own all of these in 0.4, and I'll be transferring over anything that I don't own when that character goes core. Kind of like the Death Articulated Gloves. I have those in 0.4, and I'll just move them over when it goes core. And then we have the Scepters. I actually don't own a Palm of the Dreamer because I sold that 13% increased skill effect duration one with 20% quality. So I'm going to have to purchase one of these eventually. And then we have 2 sets of Guiding Palm Shrine Scepters. So we have Guiding Palm of the Heart, the Mind, and the Eye. And then we have the 0.1 like OG ones that are just Guiding Palm Shrine Scepters. So there's so many cool items in Standard. I love collecting things like this. And then we also have RO, which is just like remove only. These are like my 0.3 items. I didn't play during 0.2, and then of course all of my original tabs are 0.1. So we have 0.3, we have a couple unique items in here. My Hold Glimpse of Chaos with 4 enchants before it lost can be modified while corrupted. A Headhunter that I won from trade chat, not trade chat, global chat. Someone's just like, okay, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 60. Winner gets a Headhunter. So I'm just like, 32. And then I won. So I kept this just for the memory. I also have like a screenshot of that like interaction, which is pretty cool. That guy who gave this away actually got banned in trade chat for a little bit for hosting a lottery, which was kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like yapping about things that I care about. There's so many more items that I want to go over, but again, that's for another day. That's for another video. But yeah, I mean, I think we're just about done for today. We got through the 2 videos that I wanted to record, and I'm pretty happy with how everything came out. Does anyone have any closing thoughts, any closing questions or anything before we sign off for today? Oh, and it looks like a dual... wait a minute. I think dual streaming? Wait a minute, am I even... I think I'm dual streaming. Well, we'll test this later. Anyways, I think we are just about done for today. So, thank you everyone for tuning in, for chatting, for being here, and maybe we'll get another stream, maybe during the week, maybe like Wednesday. I do want to continue my OG Resident Evil playthrough. We just got through Resident Evil 1996. So next on the chopping block is Resident Evil 2 1998, the 1998 release. So I am very much looking forward to that. And Gamba Wrathpith Globes next. I mean, that falls into the same category as these vertices. I just don't have any hope of having those like actually make currency. But I mean, I guess we could just throw away like another 500 divines for fun. Yeah, it could happen. That could be next. Wrathpith Globes and another tab of Headhunters. I just want one with a double res. 250 Headhunters, not a single one with double res. I just want one. So maybe Valling Monday 13. A Wrathpith is like a 1 in 102 chance to hit. Because like when you vol or when you cultivate the Wrathpith Globe, you have to hit a 1 in 5 specific. Like which one do you have to remove? You have to remove one of the modifiers, and replace it with like another damages extra damage modifier or something. So it's so specific. And then, of course, the cultivation has to give you that, like, the good modifier. It can't be, like, increased magnitude of ailments. So... becomes a mirror tier item, yeah. They can be... they can be pretty valuable. But again, like, I just have no faith going into that. Maybe we do, like... Maybe we can throw in, like, a tab of Wrathpith Globes for fun. And do I have 4 tabs for free? I just finished Valling everything. I need to put up a couple items for sale, and then I should be able to clear up probably 2 tabs, and I still have my guild stash tab. So I know you want to transfer over some items to fund Valling Monday number 13. Of course, again, I will give those back to you. Also, I don't know if you were here, but we did get the Adorned, and I managed to sell it for 2 mirrors. So instead of selling it for 12,000 divines, we managed to squeeze out 18,000 divines for the Adorned. So that was pretty cool. The currency is looking pretty good. So yeah, give me a little bit of time. I'll clean out these tabs, and then I can message you in the game, and we can set up Valling Monday. It'll probably be Valling Monday 13. Yeah, there's like 20 listed for 2 mirrors, so it's a little... Like, I have been watching Adorns, and they do sell for 2 mirrors occasionally. I remember there was like 8 on the market, and I'm just like, oh, those are never gonna sell. And then I checked the price, and there weren't any listed for 2 mirrors. I'm just like, wait a minute, there's no way those sell. So I put mine up, and it actually sold. So I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, I think... And so what items did you so you said 4 tabs. What items did you prepare for Valling Monday 13? I hope your RNG is better than my RNG, because my like vertex Valling and my Headhunter Valling, it has not been good. So I hope the RNG has been saved for you, so at least someone can do some winning. And let's see, I still have so many tabs open, so we can close this. Let's see, what else? Whoops. Just give me 1 second. Wrathpith might be a 1 in 160. Okay, I actually have to get rid of a little bit of garbage over here. Anything with +2 level, that's probably not going to do it. We can just vendor all of these. We could... Do we want to record Valling Monday right now? I don't know. Oh yeah, I never even price checked these with +3 level. They probably aren't worth anything. And then twice corrupted. I mean, these might be like a divine. I don't know when we'll record Valling Monday 13. So if you want to hold on to those items for just a little while longer, maybe maybe we can record that like Wednesday or maybe Friday or something. Maybe, yeah. Maybe Wednesday. I think Wednesday would work. We could record Valling Monday 13 and then I could finally start Resident Evil 2 OG 1998. But I think that is going to be it for today. We got through just about everything. I need to double check my Twitch stream. I think that kind of flopped somehow. Still trying to set up dual recording for when 0.5 happens. Like I want to actually actually stream 0.5. I think that is going to be a lot of fun. So again, we're just getting some like test videos, testing out the stream settings, trying to record while also streaming to see if anything just kind of like breaks. And yes, for the final time, I think that is going to be just about it for today. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in and for being here, and as always, take care.